Hello, and give me 1 second. If you watched my Thursday video, you saw my brain was a little off for that video. I'm shooting this one right after. I needed to get a little cola in me, try to wake up. um, this haul is part one of a two-part haul of books that I picked up just this past Sunday at the Edmonton Collector Con's Toy and Comic Show. Now, they have three shows. They've had three shows in 2025. I didn't make it to the March 23rd one, and today I went just this past week to the June 8th one, and we'll see whether I have. Excuse me. Sorry about that. If I make it to the October 19th one, I don't know. I might not. It's still that's a good long way away. So, all right. So I'm going to show you the first part. These are the books that were the cheapest that I picked up. And I went to this show, and I've been to it before, and it's actually a really good show, and it's only $7 to get in, so really good. And I'm fortunate. I'm not really the sort who goes and has. I don't have a cell phone, so can't shoot footage and stuff. It's possible that by the end of this year that'll change, and life might be easier. But I can't say for certain yet. So for now, let's go through these first sets of books, and these are like the cheaper books that I picked up. I did find some what people would call big books, but they're big books that were in lower grade, and I only spent $5 each on them. So that's the most I spent, and I only had $60 with me, and that was the max I was going to spend, and I didn't even spend that. But next to those, the vendor that had those books that I picked up $5 each, the vendor next to them had three boxes of books that he was selling for 50 cents a piece. So I went through that box first. And I didn't get tons out of that box, but I did find some really good stuff, in my opinion. So first up is this. I had actually seen this at a different vendor's booth, but I saw this one in the 50-cent one, so I decided to pick this one up instead. I probably should have gone back if I had not. The bag that this was in, it was in a bag that was holding it together, and I did not realize the cover was detached on this. It's not only detached, it's split. So it's split in half and it's detached. But we got TSR World's annual 1990 issue number one, but it's basically, I think it's the only one of this that exists. I only think they have, may have only made one annual, and that was it. But it only cost me 50 cents, so I'm not too concerned about it. And if I find a better copy where the cover's attached, great. If not, so be it. All right, now time for the meme book. This shout out to the FOMO squad. I'd seen this in the dollar bin at West Edmonton Coin Stamp. I think I'd seen some ratty copies in the dollar bins that we book in, but I was like, you know what? I'm not spending $1 on it. Sorry, guys, I just couldn't do it. So he had this in a good bag and board. It was only 50 cents. All-Star Origin Edition Protectors number one, first color issue. Yeah, one of these yellow borders. So I thought, you know what? This one will make the FOMO squad happy. So, and it was only 50 cents, and I put it in a better bag and board. So that I've actually put a lot of these in better bags and boards because the ones they were in were just destroyed. All right, now some more indie goodness. We have this is a book from Aircel. We got, and this is actually the second printing of this book. There's only the two, but this one has the cooler cover, and so I was very happy to find it. I have issue number one of this already, and I think I have issue 4 or 5. I can't remember. But we have Samurai number 2. And the black and white artwork in this book is really cool. So, but that wasn't the only issue of Samurai they had. They also had issue number 12, And the interesting thing about this one is, at first I thought this was just in a bag and board, but I think this is polybagged in this, because it's got this not a real backing board or anything like that, and there's no tape holding it. There's no seams to get into it. So was this how this? I think Eric, you're from SideQuest. You know about Samurai. It's either Eric or it's Nate. I can't remember. You know about this from back in the day. Is this how they sold it? They sell it like polybagged in like this. Should I leave this in there, or should I take it out? I don't know. A part of me is like, I don't want to take it out because it's polybagged. And how often could you find it like that nowadays? I don't know. So I don't know. So that's Samurai issue number 12. So they had those two issues, but also had issue number 1 of Alien Legion, One Planet at a Time. The Alien Legion stuff is excellent, and and it says that price on it, but no, that's not what I paid. I paid 50 cents for that book. 50 cents. And it's these are in almost in immaculate condition. And I said these, but they only had issue 1 of this series. But they also had Alien Legion Tenets of Hell, book 1, and book 2, which is the entire, it's a 2-book series. So, yeah, and these had marked at $7.95 on the sticker. But I got it for 50 cents. Yeah. And this is another one. I have been looking for this for a long time. I've seen every other version of this title, and this is the only one that really matters. This is of this series. This is a Valiant book, and it is Deathmate Black. And this is the first appearance of the Gen 13 characters. So if you know, you know. And I've been looking for this for a long time and could never find it. I found all the other ones. I have Deathmate Blue and Silver or Gold or whatever they are. But this is the one to get. And now it's not super valuable or anything like that, but it is still the first appearance of the Gen 13 characters, and I love Gen 13. I collected it back in the day when it was first brand new. So, and that was how I learned who J. Scott Campbell was. Yes, he's widely popular now, but I loved his artwork even back then. All right, now moving on, we have $2 books. Yes, we went from 50 cents to $2. And let's see, do I have these in any specific order? No, I sort of do. Okay, DC Comics first. There's actually only one DC comic, and I picked this one specifically because I collect this series. This is DC and TSR. This is Dragonlance number 29. I'm slowly putting together this entire run. I have I think I have the first 12 to 20. I can't remember. I have a lot of it. I came across it in Weebookin's dollar bin. That's someone had basically dumped the whole thing. They were in bags, or not in boards, and now they are and protected. And I love Dragonlance. I love collecting all the old TSR DC comics. I have almost all the Spelljammer ones. I have almost all. Well, no, I have almost all the Spelljammer ones. I have a lot of the DC ones, and I have a lot of the Forgotten Realms ones. Anyway, but yeah, I love those books. But I think that's the only DC one in this pile. Yes, it is. All right, so moving on, we have Classic X-Men number 2. And I just had shown in a previous video, I just found issue number 1. So now I have issue number 2, which was very cool. They also had Conan the Barbarian, issue number 200. I love collecting issues where it's sort of legacies, not milestone issues. So 100s, 200s, 300s, that sort of thing. I love finding books like that. This is another book I was actually looking for a while. We got Dark Agnes, issue number 1. All right, moving on, we have Excalibur, issue number 3. I've been slowly putting together the Excalibur run. I have, like with that other, I can't remember what I was just talking about. With Excalibur, I have, I think, almost the first 1 to 20. I can't remember exactly, but I have a lot of the early issues of that. And I came across almost all of it in dollar bin books, dollar bins. Now, what I also found, they had some newer books. We got second printing of Ultimate X-Men number 1. I wanted to read this, but I didn't want to pay $7 to $8 for these new books, so it had it for $2. These are all $2. So Ultimate X-Men number 1, second printing of issue number 1, and they also had issue number 2. There you go. So that is where I will start reading it and see whether I like it before committing to buying trades. And the last book with this video, part 1, part of 2 parts, we have Michael Turner's Fathom, issue number 3. So there you go. Ending with some Michael Turner goodness. Yes, I love Michael Turner. He's an amazing artist. He was an amazing artist. So, he is, and was an amazing artist. So there you go. That is part 1 of my haul of books from the Edmonton Collector Con Toy Comic Show. Part 2 will be tomorrow, Monday, if I'm remembering correctly. And there is some really cool books in part 2. I appreciate you watching. Let me know what you thought of the books. Like, comment, subscribe. I hope you're having a great day. Bye for now.